Hey guys, it's Ken Maxfield, the Hide Guy, and here's your market recap for the week ending 12/28. Week started off last week pretty much the same as the past few weeks, with Packers appearing as they continue to have a large number of selections for sale. Offer list appears if they have a full complement of selections, dominated by jumbo and heavy jumbo steer hides. Very selection of those. In addition to plenty of heavy native steers and to a lesser degree butt branded steers. Both of those selections are due to the slow automotive sales we've seen the last 2-3 months. Excuse me. In addition, lots of offers of wet blue hides as well. And a lot of these hides were available for prompt shipment. As far as asking prices, nothing really changed on that. Packers appears that they're leaving prices alone, preferring to counter bids as they come in. As far as the interest last week, most of the people we spoke to said it was pretty much a lost week of trading due to the holidays. Most of the industry was closed on Monday, Tuesday. The few bids that were coming in Wednesday, Thursday were at multiple dollars under asking prices. Packers were trying to counter at $1, maybe $2 under their ask, but end of the day, not a lot of, I guess I should say it's believed there was not a lot of hides exchanging hands. The sales that have been concluded were for limited volumes. And at the end of the day, popular opinion of many people, including myself, is that there may have been more bids passed than was booked last week. On the cow hides, no change either. Again, offer list very populated. Number of selections offered by most producers, prompt shipments, asking prices unchanged, preferring to counter off the bids. Like Big Packer hides, interest was very sluggish, and at dollars under the ask. Attempts to counter back and forth, but again, like Big Packer hides, it's believed that there's probably more business passed last week than was booked. As far as the harvest last week, it came in a little bit higher than what we originally thought. It ended at 438. Remember, Monday, Tuesdays were for naught because of the holiday. That compares to 659 the week prior. And last year was 498. And the reason last year was higher than this year was because Christmas was on a Monday. So they did not lose 2 days of production like we did this year. For the year, the kill is going to end up about 850,000 above last year. That's about 2.3% increase. We don't have a number on the cows, but of that 850 that's over, more than 50% of that's going to be cows. But we will get those numbers from the USDA later today. Export report, there was none this week. The U.S. government remains, the non-essential offices remain closed. It's deemed a non-essential office. So when this happened a few years back, our recollection is once the government was back up and running, they just did one report that accumulated the weeks that the government was closed. So as soon as that comes out, we'll try to sort through that best that we can. Taking a quick trip around the globe. Reports from Europe continue to talk about, very similar situations to the United States. Producers have a large number of hides for sale, struggling at taking lower prices, reluctant to do so. Those who don't, 2 weeks later, wish they would have. Everybody has hides for sale, prompt shipment, and it's not just limited to one selection. It's all different selections across the board. Prices are going lower there, as well as in Brazil, where continue to be more than ample number of wet blue hides for sale. It's getting to a point where those who are willing to open their mouth, able to take shipment, can almost name their price. Not, bottom of the market, but can certainly, at a reasonable level, they'll own hides. And in Australia, they're finally to their holiday shutdown period. They're still experiencing tremendous downward pressure in the market. Sellers are begrudgingly following the lower trends that we're seeing everywhere else, in spite of numbers that aren't as large as a year ago, but they're suffering along as well. So, end of the day, our opinion of the market has not changed. The supply continues to outnumber demand, and as we look forward into let's go first quarter next year. If prices are going to change, I don't think we've reached a bottom yet, and the upside potential looks minimal at best, if at all. And that's just due to demand for hides it continues to fall well short of the number of hides being produced. So that's a wrap for 2018. Ken Maxfield, the Hide Guy. Check out my website at www.themaxfieldreport.com. I offer free 14-day trials on my website. Everyone, I wish you a happy new year, and hopefully we will hear from you next year. Thanks.